Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming to the stage the Executive Director and Associate Vice Chancellor of the Arkansas Alumni Association, Brandy Jackson.
We're back in person and with dinner and a storm. So I will begin this evening by interrupting our regularly scheduled program just to share with you that should we have an inclement weather issue, we will move to the left, my left, your right. Behind those barriers right there is a safe room and safe space. We will hope that we do not have to do that. And with that, we will continue our regularly scheduled programming. Good evening and welcome to the 77th Arkansas Alumni Award Celebration. Thank you for joining us. Tonight we honor 13 inspiring people who have dedicated their lives to build a better world through leadership, service, research, and teaching. Their work has set new standards in supply chain and transportation, developed sustainability initiatives, and established diversity and inclusion programs. The awardees have excelled in the fields of administration, writing, education, and engineering. They have made new research discoveries, provided life-changing opportunities for students, and advanced our nation and communities through selfless service. These recipients join those from years past as examples of how individuals can change the lives of many. You are the spirit of the University of Arkansas. We are excited to have with us this evening several of our Alumni Association National Board of Directors. We are grateful for the excellent leadership they provide to the association and our team. If you are a current or past board member, would you please stand? Among them are also some of our past presidents, and we are so thrilled to have you with us and your leadership of this association. Thank you all so much. We have many of our campus leaders with us tonight, including our deans and our chancellor's executive team. Could we please recognize you if you will stand? Thank you so much for your leadership and all you do for the university. And a special thanks to our advancement team and our Vice Chancellor for Advancement, Mark Power. Thank you so much for your leadership. Now, let's begin with our first series of awards. Tonight, you will hear each recipient's story and acceptance of the award in their own words through video. Thank you to our wonderful friends at University Relations for all they do for us and for their hard work and collaboration with these presentations. And thank you to the honorees for their willingness to be videoed and answer the questions and share their stories. We look forward to hearing those stories from you. As we begin, please go ahead and enjoy your salads. Joining us to present the Charles and Nadine Baum Faculty Teaching Award is the university's Chief Academic Officer, Interim Provost, and Executive Vice Chancellor for Academic Affairs, Terry Martin. Dr. Martin?
Established in 1997, the Charles and Nadine Baum Faculty Teaching Award recognizes outstanding teaching and is designated for a faculty member whose status is professor, university professor, or distinguished professor. The honor includes a $5,000 award stipend. And tonight we are pleased to present this prestigious award to Susan Gouch, Professor of Computer Science and Computer Engineering. Dr. Gouch is an excellent teacher, advisor, and researcher. Her instructional course load encompasses students ranging from sophomore to graduate level. She proactively uses technology to reach all students at all levels, developing comprehensive websites for each class she teaches. Please give your attention to the video screen.
When I was in my undergrad, I took my very first coding class and just fell in love. It was just so much fun. And it's because it's very creative. If you can think of an idea, you can make it happen. Computer science was just sort of starting out in terms of commercial applications, but now it's very important because I can't think of any industry that doesn't use some sort of computational background to run their company. Currently, I am a professor in the computer science and computer engineering department, which means that I teach, I do research, and I do service to the university and to my research community. This may be the 18th time I've taught Programming Foundations 1, but it is the first time any one of those students, hopefully, has taken Programming Foundations 1. And so it's one of the things about teaching that's so nice is that it's a fresh group of students every single year. How I get the best out of my students is to try to set goals that are achievable but not easy, and to find that middle ground that for most of the students it looks like something they can do and they have the confidence they can do it, but that it stretches them just a little bit. I will hope that when students graduate, they take away the fact that they can continue to learn. Because especially in a high-tech field, things change all the time. That as technology changes around them, that they are well prepared to deal with those changes and learn what they need to learn to progress in their careers. This award is amazing, actually. To be rewarded for teaching when there are so many great teachers at the University of Arkansas, I'm actually fairly blown away. It means that the work that I'm doing inside and outside the classroom with the students has been recognized and rewarded, and also that the University of Arkansas values quality teaching.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage the Charles and Nadine Baum Faculty Teaching Award recipient, Susan Gouch.
Our next presenter is Interim Chancellor Charles Robinson, who will present the Alumni Association's Faculty Distinguished Achievement Awards. Please join me in welcoming him to the stage.
Good evening. Advancing student success, promoting innovation in teaching and learning, enhancing research and discovery, and investing in faculty excellence are some of the university's guiding priorities. These priorities are fundamental to the University of Arkansas's mission. Student success thrives on the great work of faculty who teach in innovative, engaging, and effective ways. The world advances through the discovery of knowledge, the spread of ideas, and the creative activity of faculty members. And society thrives when our faculty are engaged in outreach and public service. So tonight, we recognize the work of 3 prominent educators who embrace and exemplify these ideals. Each of these faculty awardees received a $5,000 award stipend. We'll start with the Faculty Award for Research, which goes to our own Fisher Yu, Professor of Electrical Engineering. Dr. Yu is a world-class researcher in the field of semiconductor optoelectronics. He has developed a collaborative network that includes influential researchers from domestic and international institutions, government labs, and private industry. Dr. Yu writes an average of 12 journal publications per year. In the last 4 years, he has published 92 journal articles and given 41 conference presentations. I'm just tired talking about it. Please turn your attention to the video screens.
I'm a professor in College of Engineer in Department of Electrical Engineer. My area of research is semiconductor optoelectronics. So particularly we make lasers, try to make some contributions for all electronics industry to be more efficient. Number one, you try to explore something unknown. The other thing is I personally like is you try to get into that area being the first one, right? And then after many years, and then this will become a bigger area. And then you could probably see, okay, I have envisioned that, many years ago, a lot of my achievements, I would say it's because I work with a lot of good, excellent students, particularly at Arkansas, I think we have a lot of students, they are very committed. That's the way I try to teach. I always use the latest research examples because they feel actually what they are going to do really is going to bring them some bright of the career. You have to figure out what is their strength and try to actually use that strength, make them to be successful. Our university, the style is a very, I would say, considerate, friendly environment, but with a very firm and strong support behind of you. And I think that is very important. I don't think every university in this country would be able to offer that. That's why I feel this university is very special. That phase, this university has something very unique to offer.
Please welcome the Faculty Distinguished Award for Research recipient, Dr. Fisher Yu.
Next, the Faculty Award for Service is presented to Dr. G. David Gerhardt, Chancellor Emeritus and retired Professor of Higher Education. Dr. Gerhardt retired from the university in August after 27 years of service. In 2017, he founded the Journal of Research on the College President, as well as the National Lab for the Study of the College President. Dr. Gerhardt is also a member of the Fulbright Association, President's Council, and Chair of the Qasim University International Advisory Board. Please watch the video screens to hear more from Dr. Gerhardt.
My first experiences of the University of Arkansas were growing up here in Fayetteville. I've always known about and loved the University of Arkansas. In fact, I grew up about 4 or 5 blocks from the main campus and in the shadow, really, of Old Main. In fact, I could see Old Main, the towers, from my bedroom window. After I had been on the staff and the faculty for about 10 years, the opportunity came along to serve as chancellor, and I did that for 7 years and then retired from that position and went on the faculty. The position on the faculty as a professor was the best job I ever had. and I loved it very much. I loved working with the students. It was just a wonderful opportunity for me. Service is so important to any organization, particularly a research university, a university that has a very large number of students. I was a big proponent of the DREAM Act, and I still am. And so we tried to raise funds to help students come to the University of Arkansas and give them in-state tuition by raising private funds. The best way to teach students about the importance of service is to show them examples of other people that have given back. And I tried to do that in my classes. The Faculty Public Service Award means a great deal to me because I guess in a sense it recognizes me for my time on the faculty, but I guess it also recognizes that I say hopefully, have tried to give back to the institution, a place that has meant so much to me through the years, and providing some service to the institution, to the community, is just what you ought to do. And I'm grateful to the Alumni Association and to those who nominated me for the award for perhaps recognizing that I've tried to do that.
Please welcome the Faculty Distinguished Award for Service recipient, Dr. David Gearhart.
Our last faculty award of the evening is presented to a teaching assistant professor in the College of Education and Health Professions. We are honored to present the Rising Teacher Teaching Award to Dr. Hope Ballantyne. As the instructor for pathophysiology, she teaches all first semester students in the school, and they consistently give her favorable course evaluations. Dr. Ballantyne serves as the curriculum coordinator for the Eleanor Mann School of Nursing and has designed or restructured several courses. Please join me in watching her video.
I moved to Fayetteville because I sort of fell in love with the University of Arkansas when my brother was in college here playing football for the Hogs. I came here and worked in several hospitals. I heard about an opportunity to be an adjunct clinical instructor and just fell in love with it. I had originally graduated with a degree in education before I went back and did nursing. So it kind of brought the two things that I really love together. And then as my enthusiasm grew for the profession, there was a full-time position that came available, which I applied for. I'm a teaching assistant professor in the Eleanor Mann School of Nursing, and I coordinate curriculum for our programs as well. What makes a good professor, in my opinion, is caring for your students, number one. I think until the students know that you care about them, it's hard for them to want to hear what you say. For the past few years, Dr. Mary Lou Shreve and I have been working to develop a study abroad for nursing students at the Rome Center. We took 13 students on the first trip and we had a fantastic experience. I think it really helped the students to see healthcare in a different manner. I love doing this job and keep doing it because of the relationship with the students. That's my primary drive. When I realized nursing education might be the right fit for me, I kind of had this light bulb moment where I realized, I can impact patients a few at a time. But if I can impact nursing students, then I impact a lot more patients over time. And that felt really like a calling to me.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Faculty Distinguished Rising Teaching Award recipient, Dr. Hope Ballantyne.
Thank you, Chancellor Robinson. Congratulations to all our Faculty Award recipients. Oh, they were amazing. Yes. This summer, the Arkansas Alumni Association hosted the Alumni Leaders Summit, July 14th through 16th at the Janelle Y. Hembry Alumni House. The summit culminated with the presentation of the Alumni Volunteer Awards. The Morris Fair Hart Award was presented to graduate and life member David Gattinger for his dedication and leadership with the Central Arkansas chapter. The Central Arkansas chapter received the Board Cup, which recognizes overall excellence in programming, services, and support by an alumni group. The Mace Award, named for Mike Masechko, our longtime executive director at the Alumni Association, recognizes exceptional event planning or program development and execution. The Black Alumni Society was honored with this award for the Black Alumni Society Reunion Program. Please give a round of applause to these outstanding volunteers. And one of the reasons I love what I get to do is because part of our mission is to educate and support future Razorbacks, to educate and support our students. And there is nothing I love more than our opportunity to connect with them, engage with them, and support them through their education. Already this year, the association has awarded more than $1.3 million in 595 scholarship awards for the 2022-23 academic year. We'd like to take a few minutes to highlight our Alumni Association Scholarship Program and a few of our incredible scholars. Please direct your attention to the video.
My name is Matavius Easton. I'm a freshman, and my major is mechanical engineering. I don't have a family to where they're able to just hand me money for college. I have to work hard and get the scholarships all I need. So having the license-based scholarship was one of the best things that could happen to me.
My name is Gabriella LaRusso. I'm a senior and I'm studying exercise science. I received the Alumni Legacy Scholarship, and it has been such a gift to receive it. It has blessed me in so many ways.
My name is Khalifa Holsey. I am a sophomore accounting major. I got the Arkansas Alumni License Plate Scholarship. It gave me the opportunity to focus more on my education instead of the financial burden. And I was overfilled with joy to find out that I had this scholarship.
The Alumni Association Scholarship means to me a community of people that are all just trying to leave their legacy, and it's not about ourselves, it's about, man, how do we get to love and serve those around us and impact the community?
My U of A experience has been amazing. This school is everything that I expected it to be. The diversity, just meeting different people.
The Alumni Association is very welcoming. They have like a family type of bond, which I think is very important. So being able to make those connections.
I would like to thank the Alumni Association and the donors for choosing me for this scholarship. This scholarship meant a lot to me. It's helping me achieve my goal of getting my degree here.
I hope that one day I'll be able to help others out like you have helped me.
It has deeply impacted me. It has been such a blessing to me and my family, and I'm just incredibly grateful for y'all's willingness to invest in this younger generation.
I'm definitely looking forward to my name being on the senior walk. I believe it's something that I've worked hard for, and it's an honor.
When I finally see my name on Senior Walk, I think I will be so overwhelmed with gratitude for my time here, for the ways that I've grown as an individual.
I'm going to put my name on the sidewalk, no matter where it is, and I'm going to come back take pictures, show my friends and family, and really acknowledge that I did it. I got my degree, and I was the first in my family to graduate from college.
Great stories. And we want to thank our scholars who participated in tonight's video. Stories like these wouldn't be possible, though, without our generous financial support from our alumni and the University of Arkansas family. So thank you to all of you. Your being here tonight helps us in our scholarship program. Thank you to so many in the room that you're making the scholarship program what it is today and to continue to grow. Also, I want to thank our ambassadors for being part of our program tonight. If you see some students who are walking around and helping, they are also Arkansas Alumni Scholars. Emma Flager is a first-year student from Rogers, majoring in psychology. Ethan Hackworth is a senior from Heber Springs. Ethan is studying mechanical engineering. Emily McManamy is a sophomore from Little Rock, and she is in the pre-nursing program. Carolina Ramon of Peoria, Illinois, is in her second year studying international business with a concentration in supply chain management. Isabella Tomboli is a junior from Whitehall. Isabella is a double major in food, nutrition, and health and exercise science. And Jacob Vincent is a junior from Germantown, Tennessee, majoring in criminology. Please give a round of applause to all of our students who are helping today. And those of you who've been here before know that the plug's coming next, right? That there's a scholarship auction that goes with homecoming. It's online. So if you need some early Christmas presents, Deb Ucolano and our team has done a phenomenal job of giving you 250 ways you can support the Arkansas Alumni Association Scholarship Program. So we invite you to join us in supporting our students through our online auction. It will go through November 11th. And there are more awards to come after dinner. Please enjoy your meal provided by Catering Unlimited, with desserts provided by Bliss Cupcake Cafe. During dinner service, we will also be entertained by 2012 U of A graduate, Jim Goza. Thank you all so much for being here. I'll see you in a few minutes after dinner to continue our awards. I really hate to interrupt good conversation, and I know that's what's happening. But we're back. Who wants to get to some more awardees tonight? All right. Y'all are just all involved in such great conversation. I just hate to disturb you, but let's get on to these awardees, and then you can carry on the conversation. So, I hope everyone has enjoyed dinner and the performance by Jim Goza. Thanks again to Catering Unlimited. Yes. Thanks again to Catering Unlimited and Bliss Cupcake Cafe. Also, thank you to West Rock Coffee for providing our post-dinner coffee. And this event wouldn't be possible without the support of you, our sponsors. So thank you to our gold sponsor, PetSmart. Thank you to silver sponsors, Butterfield Trail Village and Sam & Walton College of Business. We would also like to extend thanks to our media sponsors, Cityscapes and Celebrate Arkansas magazines. And thank you to our beverage sponsors, Core Brewing and Distillery, Southern Glazers Wine and Spirits, and Tito's Handmade Vodka. We'd also like to thank our table sponsors for help making this evening possible. A full list of all of our table sponsors can be found in your program. These sponsorships allow us to build this award celebration and other programs that connect, serve, and celebrate our University of Arkansas family. Thank you for all you do to support us. Please give a big round of applause to all of our sponsors this evening. Thank you so much. We continue this evening with the presentation of our Alumni Awards. I am delighted to welcome to the stage current and former members of our National Board of Directors. These outstanding individuals will join me to present the next 4 awards. Our first alumni presenter is Connie Lewis-Lensing. Connie holds a bachelor's degree in journalism and a Juris Doctorate from the University of Arkansas. She is nationally renowned for her leadership and accomplishments as a successful litigator, and she currently serves as chair of the National Board of Directors Awards Committee. Please welcome Connie.
Thank you, Brandy. It is my pleasure to assist in recognizing 3 members of our alumni family for exceptional service on behalf of the University of Arkansas and the Arkansas Alumni Association. The Andrew J. Lucas Alumni Service Award is named in honor of an exceptional graduate who exemplified what service means. For 3 decades, Andy Lucas, class of 1959, provided loyal and dedicated service to the U of A. With us tonight are Andy's family, or members of Andy's family, Colleen and John Lucas, and Carol and Ernie Lucas. Would you all stand up? I'm not sure where you are. There they are. Thank you for being with us. Tonight, we honor the outstanding service of alumnus Monroe A. Harrison for the hard work supporting the university through the spirit of service. Monroe received his Master of Education in Educational Administration from the U of A in 1964 and completed an Educational Specialist degree here in 1979. He worked for the university for almost 20 years in the areas of athletics, housing, and university development. While working for the university, he found time to volunteer with the Razorback Marching Band, becoming one of their chaperones for away game travel. He continued to volunteer with the university and the Alumni Association even after retirement. Monroe's love of the U of A has been shared with his family, and I think this is amazing, so please pay attention to this. He is the patriarch of a family that combined holds more than 25 degrees from the University of Arkansas. That is one smart family. So please turn your attention to the screen to learn more about Monroe.
I came to the university after having an opportunity to come as assistant director of food service. And then following that, I got a call from the athletic department asking me to come down there and be the ticket manager. You'd be surprised at the number of old friends that I had. They showed up. My friends from first grade would come forth and say, "You remember me? We were in first grade together." And I'd say yes, and they'd say, "Well, can you fix me up with a 50-yard line seats?" So I became a very popular person, to say the least. My undergraduate was not here. It makes me feel a great deal of pride in knowing that I have children and grandchildren who have graduated from the University of Arkansas. In 2017, we were elected for the Razorback Family of the Year, and we got to be honored with a ceremony out onto the Razorback field during a football game and look up in the stands, and it was just such an honor. It's indescribable. It's been such an important part of our life that we want to remain close to the university. We want to remain close to the friends we've made through the years. I think service to the university is important. It's been a big part of our life. The Andy Lucas Award, obviously, it's in honor of my long-time friend, Andy Lucas, who I served with for years and years. But just because it honors him, it's an honor to me to receive this award in his name.
Please welcome to the stage the Andrew J. Lucas Alumni Service Award recipient, Monroe Harrison.
Congratulations again to Monroe Harrison. It is an honor to introduce the next two recipients of the Andrew J. Lucas Alumni Service Award. I have long known and admired Charlene Sperner Reed and also the late Stanley E. Reed. Charlene received her bachelor's degree in home economics from the U of A in 1974, and she completed her master's degree here in 1977. Stanley graduated with a bachelor degree in agricultural engineering in 1973, and he went on to receive his Juris Doctorate at the University of Arkansas School of Law in 1976. Charlene is a former member of the association's National Board of Directors. Stanley was a member of the Board of Trustees for 10 years. They were both members of the university campaign steering committees. Please turn your attention to the screen as Charlene shares their story with us.
Probably one of our greatest memories was that they had a Kappa SAE exchange dinner, and I got to go to the SAE house, and someone introduced me to Stanley. And then that kind of led to us going to some of the activities, and it ended up our first date was to the Nitty Gritty Dirt Band that they had brought in for a Greek week. We married after my junior year and his senior year. And then he went on to law school, and I finished, and then I got a graduate degree. But his heart was always in agriculture. He had gone to the fields and actually been an employee of the farm since about 10 years old. We went back to Mariana. My 3 children were in college in the 90s and early 2000s. And coming back to campus was just so much fun to see them living some of the experiences that we had. And my family has had 4 generations attend the University of Arkansas. That has had a lot of influence probably on my service at the university. I served on the Arkansas Alumni Board, and I enjoyed connecting with alumni and meeting new alumni from all over the United States and from Arkansas, and just serving of that one purpose to improve our alumni association. My philosophy on service is nobody can do everything, but everybody can do something. And find your passion. You may have to try around. You may be surprised at some of the things you become involved in, but find that and give back to others. Receiving this award is such an honor, and it would be such an honor for Stanley, because our university life meant a lot to us. We are just honored because I know there's so many deserving people on this campus and on this that are committed to this university.
Please welcome Charlene Reed to the stage to receive the Andrew J. Lucas Alumni Service Award.
Congratulations again to Charlene Reed and the late Stanley Reed. Our next award, the Community Service Award, spotlights the contributions alumni make to humankind through volunteer or professional service in their communities. It is my pleasure to introduce this year's Community Service Award recipient, my friend Carmen Jax Phelps. During the 40 years that Carmen taught public school, she helped to support her students financially, emotionally, and socially. For example, she would arrive at school hours early each day to help her mostly impoverished students to do laundry and mend their clothes so that they had clean clothes to wear to school. She purchased school supplies and clothes for her students who could not afford them. Carmen taught invaluable extracurricular lessons, helping them to visualize and achieve a life beyond poverty. Please turn your attention to the screens as Carmen shares her story.
I ended up at Fayetteville at the university because Marianna, small Delta town, and Fayetteville was big city to us, and we couldn't wait to get out of a little town to a big town because we had the pig trail then or going through the mountains, and you never came home unless it was a holiday. I loved living in the dorm my first year because you couldn't go through rush till your sophomore year, and you met so many friends, and then they pledged other homes, and you could go from if you pledged, to the other sororities and meet more girls. I majored in home ec education, and I went to Marianna, and I taught science a couple of years, but then got in a home ec and retired from home ec, family and consumer sciences. And I loved all my students, the good, the bad, and the ugly. And I helped them any way I could, and they knew if they needed something, they would come either to my husband or me, and we would get it for them. There was a girl in my class that I fell in love with. I found out her needs, and I tried to meet her needs, and finally, my husband and I took her home with us, and we finished raising her. And she came to the University of Arkansas, graduated, and is married, and I was taught that from my family, that you give back. And working at school for 40 years and helping so many students, if you want to live in a nice place, you have to help make it a nice place to live. This award means to me that working and giving back is recognized at the University of Arkansas. It's wonderful. I had no idea until they called me, and it's an honor that they recognize people that try to help their communities and work hard in their communities. I don't have a lot of money, but I have time and skills, and I can talk people into things.
Please welcome to the stage our Community Service Award recipient, Carmen Jax Phelps.
Thank you, Connie, and congratulations, Carmen. I would also like to recognize that it was recently announced that Connie is leading the way in naming a scholarship in honor of Carmen called Unsung Heroes and Sheroes Award to serve students from your county and your school. And so excited about that. Congratulations to both of you. Our next presenter served on the National Awards Committee during the selection of the recipients we are honoring this evening. Amy Mae Hopper is a 2015 U of A graduate with a bachelor's degree in agricultural business. Amy Mae is the Profit Center Manager for a trade desk at the Andersons in Kansas City, focusing on trading cottonseed. Please welcome to the stage, Amy Mae Hopper.
Thank you, Randy, and good evening, everyone. The Young Alumni Award was established in 2000 to honor the significant professional accomplishments of alumni who are 40 years old and younger. Recipients have achieved extraordinary success in their short years since graduation. Ayanna Gray graduated from the U of A in 2015, earning a bachelor's degree in political science and African American studies. Ayanna entered the professional world of higher education advancement, working first for her alma mater and then for the University of Florida. Along the way, she felt inspired to write, crafting a Pan-African-inspired fantasy coming-of-age tale that became her book, Beasts of Prey. Beasts of Prey was published in 2021, becoming a New York Times instant bestseller, and is being produced into a feature film by Netflix. Ayanna is now a full-time author, and in 2022, she released the second book of her trilogy, titled Beasts of Ruin. Now, if you will, please turn your attention to the screen to learn more from Ayanna.
I ended up getting a call in April 2011 from a man who I did not know at the time, but he introduced himself as Dr. Charles Robinson. He essentially told me, hey, I know you've got a lot of choices, but if you come to the University of Arkansas, we will take care of you. And it was what helped me make my decision and really made sure that from the time I stepped on campus to the time I left as a graduate, I was looked out for, advocated for, and really nurtured while I was in Fayetteville. I was involved in quite a few activities as an undergraduate. I was a Black Alumni Society scholar. One of the things that took up quite a bit of my time was my membership in my sorority, Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated. One of my favorite memories, the first games as a freshman that I went to with my friends, and we got to rent out a tent from the Hyper facility and camp outside of the stadium. It was so fun to get to camp out with friends and stay up all night. I'm a full-time author, which is still kind of a pinch me thing. I don't always believe that it's real, but I am an author now. I think as many creatives will tell you, their art, their work is informed by the life they're living, by the things they're surrounded by. And there's just no way that I could have written the books that I've written without the influence of the University of Arkansas and the professors that I studied under and the courses that I took. The University of Arkansas changes lives and changes the world because of the students that graduate from the university. I believe in paying it forward. I believe in adding to this legacy so that students that come after me years and years and years from now have the same opportunities, if not better opportunities than I had while I was there. It's surreal and it's an honor to be recognized. I'm standing on the shoulders of giants, and I'm just immensely humbled to be recognized by what I believe is the best university in the country.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Young Alumni Award recipient, Ayanna Gray.
Thank you, Amy, and congratulations, Ayanna. Our next presenter is dedicated to the betterment of the University of Arkansas and the world, as he served 6 years on the National Alumni Board of Directors and has given to support the future of the Diane Blair Center in the Fulbright College of Arts and Sciences. Brian holds a bachelor's degree in economics from the University of Arkansas and is a highly regarded and recognized leader in government relations, strategy, and communications on Capitol Hill. Please welcome Brian Wolf.
Thank you, Brandy. I feel like with the cancellation of the homecoming parade and the pep rally that we should call the Hogs. But I won't do that. I'm here to introduce the Honorary Alumni Award, which honors non-alumni who have served, promoted, and loved the University of Arkansas and the tradition of the Arkansas graduate. And tonight, we are proud to recognize Dr. Collis R. Guerin. Collis Guerin began teaching chemistry at the University of Arkansas in 1976. In 1986, the association awarded him with the Distinguished Faculty Achievement Award for research and teaching. He has served as the chair of the Department of Chemistry and Biochemistry and as interim chair of the Department of Biology. In 1981, he was appointed Dean of the Graduate School and Associate Vice Chancellor for Research. His title was changed to Vice Provost for Research and Dean of the Graduate School in 2000. Dr. Guerin retired from the university in 2010 and was awarded the title of Dean Emeritus of the Graduate School. So please turn your attention to the screens to learn more about Dr. Guerin's service.
My original degree is in natural science education. I wanted to be a high school science teacher so that I'd have 3 months of the year clear to go drag racing. I have put cars together since before I was legal to drive. When I came to Fayetteville, though, the nearest racetrack was way down in Arkansas or way up in Missouri. And I sold the race car and bought my first computer. And I haven't raced since. I came as an assistant professor of chemistry. How many years did I work here? 34 years. But the last 19 years, I was chief research officer and dean of the graduate school. Come on, the most rewarding experience you got is the students, the successes of the students. In fact, every graduation was something special. That's what we're here for. It's just a great time. I enjoyed hooding those students, particularly the doctoral students, because those are the ones that have the closest relationships with their mentors and with the university. But the thing about it has always been, though, I think it's a university that puts students first. That's because there's no better place. I mean, truthfully, this is a special university. This award means to me that it's, I hope, comparable to the fact that my youngest daughter has a master's degree from here, my older daughter has an MFA from here, my son-in-law has a PhD from here, my wife has a PhD from here. So I may not have graduated from here, but boy, I went through it with them all. It's kind of a culmination of maybe my career, you suppose.
Please welcome the Honorary Alumni Award recipient, Dr. Collis Guerin.
Thank you, Brian, and congratulations, Dr. Guerin. Please now, yes. Please help me welcome Arkansas Alumni Association President Don Walker to the stage. Don recently retired from RFS Bank as a regional executive after a 42-year career with the bank. He graduated with a bachelor's degree in agriculture from the Dale Bumpers College of Agricultural, Food, and Life Sciences. Don focused on economic development and support of many nonprofits in these markets, as well as growth of the bank's market share. Don served as the federal government relations representative for Arvest and continues in that role in retirement. He has also served on the National Alumni Board of Directors since July of 2017. Please welcome Don Walker.
Thank you, Brandy. Thank you very much. And Good evening, and thank you all again for being here. The Alumni Association, what we're doing, I think, just recognizing these honorees is just so exceptional. So thanks for joining us this evening. So my opportunity now is to recognize the Citation of Distinguished Alumni. It's a Lifetime Achievement Award recognizing exceptional professional and personal achievement and extraordinary distinction in a chosen field. Tonight, we add 3 more amazing alumni to this list of honorees. Our first recipient is Elizabeth Lily McLaughlin, Executive Vice President of Sales for Westrock Coffee Company. Elizabeth graduated from the university in 1996 with a bachelor's degree in journalism. She's utilized her skills in communication and collaboration throughout her career in consumer product marketing and the product marketing chain. Previously, she worked as a communications manager at a Fortune 500 company, a vice president of a small consumer goods company, a marketing researcher, and as a consultant and business owner. So please turn your attention to the screens as we hear more about Elizabeth.
I came to the University of Arkansas, the first thing that I knew I wanted to do was get involved. Growing up in Little Rock and always knowing that I wanted to be a Razorback, I wanted to take advantage of everything that the U of A offered through on-campus activities, just to figure out who was I at that time and how could I be involved and do a lot of different activities. Some of my favorite memories were certainly in the Kappa house, in the sorority house, and also as an orientation leader, when we would welcome the new students that were coming to campus and their parents every summer, tell them about the school, ensure that they understood how to get involved. I met my husband, his name's Scott, at the University of Arkansas. We met our freshman year. We were there with other people, and our friends were like, you guys would be, you both have dry, sarcastic sense of humor. So. Another great part of being a Razorback in the mid-90s was certainly the winning the national championship. And I can still remember when we all celebrated out on Dixon Street and just Razorback atmosphere of those basketball games. It was fantastic. So I graduated on a Friday or a Saturday, and the next Monday started at Alltel, telecom company, proud Arkansas company. And for me to see the dedication and the appreciation for Arkansas and for the U of A was something that I always wanted to emulate. And really from there, pivoted my career from journalism and marketing into business. So I am with Westrock Coffee Company, and I've been with Westrock I'm in my 10th year now, and we're an Arkansas-based company. But I always say the heart and soul of the company is in Rwanda. We are about impacting the lives of our farmers and other producers that we work with throughout the supply chain. So when I started at Westrock, I didn't drink coffee. I came to the company because I wanted to be able to help make a difference around the world. And part of that came from the learnings that I had at the University of Arkansas. So I drink coffee now, probably too much by some standards, but the ability to give back was really what drew me into the company, and we've grown by leaps and bounds. One of the best days ever has been when we opened a school in Rwanda. We wanted to do something to give back to our farmer partners, and the best thing that we could do is help them provide an educational environment for their kids and for their community. I think growing up in Little Rock and always knowing about the University of Arkansas, I came with an expectation of the unknown, and all I knew I wanted to do was immerse myself in different activities and in different organizations to meet more people. And I think that one of the traits that instilled in me that I try to carry on today is the ability to work across different mindsets, people who have different opinions than I do. And one of the ways that the University of Arkansas has helped enable me to do that is by encouraging me to have confidence in my thinking. I got so much out of my experience here in those 4 years that I feel the duty to help pass that on to future Razorbacks and to future students who will come through the system and hope that they can feel inspired, that there's great things that'll lie ahead for them after graduation. Receiving this award from the University of Arkansas is so humbling. I honestly can't believe it. I know that there's so many other alumni that I've looked up to who've done so much for the university and for students, past and present, that when they called to tell me, I thought, did you call the wrong Elizabeth? So it's quite an honor, and I still just can't believe it.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage Citation of Distinguished Alumni recipient, Elizabeth McLaughlin.
You might see, you wonder why Brian is up here. It's coincidental. After that nomination, Brian is actually Elizabeth's uncle. So I said, come on, Brian, you have to stay up here and present with me on this award. So congratulations again, Elizabeth. Quite an honor. All right, our next award. Our next recipient is John Nunley Roberts III, Chief Executive Officer of J.B. Hunt Transport. John Robert graduated from the University of Arkansas in 1988 and with a degree in marketing. John began working at J.B. Hunt Transport following his graduation and worked his way up from manager trainee to CEO of the company. Along the way, he served in numerous roles, including Executive Vice President and then President of Dedicated Contract Services. He was elected to the board of the company in 2010 and served as its president from 2011 to 2022. Later this month, John and his wife, Tamara, and their family will be recognized as the Outstanding Philanthropists of 2022 by the Northwest Arkansas chapter of the Association for Fundraising Professionals. Quite an honor. Please turn your attention to the screen and we'll hear more about John.
Well, I was born in Dallas, Texas. We moved to Little Rock when I was a young boy. Grew up there, went to Hall High School, and I had always planned to attend the University of Arkansas. In fact, I'd never even looked at another school. Right as I came to town in Fayetteville, my dad drove me up, and I joined a fraternity. I was Sig Ep, Sigma Phi Epsilon. Those activities started off the journey of college for me, and it was very, very rewarding all the way through. One of the most memorable events in college for me, as a Sig Ep member, I was the chairman of an event that we ran called Fight Night. And Fight Night was a campus-wide boxing tournament held at the fairgrounds and involved literally thousands of people and boxing and a whole lot of fun. I ended up using that experience in many job interviews as an example of my ability to manage an event and really manage an operation. I think the main non-educational quality that I got from the university was how to finish, how to take on a commitment, and my degree was very important to me. When you see your name on the walk, it just feels like you're kind of part of something permanently. You're a component of the University of Arkansas forever. I chose my career path a little bit accidentally. My dad had an ad agency. My intent was, as I had a degree in marketing, to go and work for a different firm, a larger firm, and then come back to Little Rock and work with my father. What happened was I took an interview with J.B. Hunt as my first interview to try to knock off the jitters, and fell in love with the company. I asked Dad if he was cool if I went ahead and took the J.B. Hunt job. And on the night I was announced as Chief Executive Officer, we had a party at my house, and when he came to the door, I said, Dad, do you think this J.B. Hunt thing's gonna work out? Well, I'm married to Tamara, who also attended the University of Arkansas. We just celebrated our 30th wedding anniversary. We have 2 kids, Connor and Blakely. We have 1 grandchild, Witten. We're working hard with different community efforts. It's something that's very important to us. We really got our kids involved, and think that that's a great way to help them see, how to do things in the community that can help. I think staying connected to the community for me, both personally and professionally, is a responsibility. I just think that there are things we can do to help improve the environment that we live in. Receiving this award from the university is, I feel like, kind of a career achievement for me. And I haven't really participated in many of these kinds of things and tend to shy away from them, frankly. I would like to be able to really acknowledge the time that I had at the university and the resulting career that has come from that. I've looked at the people that are involved. A lot of them are friends of mine and the people that I admire and respect, and it is an honor.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage citation of distinguished alumni recipient, John Nunnally Roberts III.
Congratulations, John. Our final recipient tonight awardee is J.K. Szymanczyk, President and Chief Executive Officer of PetSmart. J.K. graduated from the University of Arkansas in 1994 with a bachelor's degree in drama. We have to hear the rest of that story sooner or later. But for the past 28 years, he's generated success in the retail world, working for Walmart, Meijer, and Academy Sports and Outdoors. In June of 2018, J.K. took the helm at PetSmart and engaged the team, transforming their culture and paving the way for growth for both the company and its associates. So please watch the screen and let's hear more about J.K.'s journey.
When I was considering school, and as I looked at the University of Arkansas, it really ticked all the boxes for me in a way that none of the others did. So I was a theater major, which gave me lots of opportunities to be involved in everything from production work, whether it was on stage or behind scenes. I was a student ambassador, which gave me an opportunity to work in helping welcome new students to the university. I also had the opportunity to do a semester abroad in London as part of my work with the theater program. So much of the social side of what I did here really revolved around sports, and I've seen the highs and the lows, right? Like I was there for the Citadel game and I was there for the national championship. So, I feel like I kind of covered all the extremes in between, but a lot of good friends. We were there to cheer together and then, go out and have a good time afterwards. My career path is not so much something I chose, it's something that chose me. After graduation, I started working at Walmart like a lot of people. It was a job. I really didn't know that it was a career until I continued to grow and develop and figured out that it was a business that I was passionate about. I loved what I did and where I did it, but the opportunity to test myself elsewhere, to apply what I've learned and really kind of stretch my career was appealing. One of the things that's unique about PetSmart is the fact that, we are the leader in pet retail merchandise space, we are the leader in pet services, and we are the leading animal welfare donor in all of North America. My wife Jennifer and I have been married for 24 years. We really are a Razorback family, and we couldn't be more proud of the fact that our kids are at school here today. My daughter Emma is a senior. My son, Turner, is a sophomore, are off to building an even cooler story than mine as you think about the foundation that they're picking up. For me, staying connected to the university has been important for a couple of reasons. It's a part of who I am and part of why I've been able to achieve what I have. It gives me energy and renewal because I have a chance to sort of stay involved and give back in some ways, but also participate in that growth. Receiving this award from the University of Arkansas is, almost embarrassing to think that I might be even among the consideration for it. It's also a lot of pressure. I just turned 50. I hope I'm not done. It gives me energy to want to live up to that.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage Citation of Distinguished Alumni recipient, J.K. Szymanczyk.
Congratulations, JK, and congratulations to all of our CDA recipients. Thank you, Dawn, for your leadership for the Alumni Association. I'd also like to thank our current and former alumni board members who serve on our awards committee and selected tonight's honorees. Nominations are open. So I want to say that. You've heard some great stories, great information, and you know the awards that we are selecting. So I want to make sure you know that nominations are open for the Alumni Award recipients for 2023. We encourage you to participate and nominate alumni and faculty who are making a difference in our U of A community and beyond. And for more information on that, you can see the inside back cover of your program on how to make those nominations. I also want to thank our alumni team. And there's a team you've seen here today. Anybody who knows Deb Ucolano knows we're on a schedule, and I think I'm running ahead. Yes, Deb. But our alumni team is actually in two places tonight. We did have to determine to cancel the parade and pep rally this morning, but in turn, we offered up our Janelle Y. Hembry Alumni House for the announcement of the homecoming king and queen, since they could not do that in the Greek theater. So our team that was working parade has actually been at the house all night, and they are now flipping the room to welcome you, those who will be joining us for our Hogwell tailgate in the morning. So they are doing a tremendous job there, as well as the team who are here and doing a fabulous job. Would y'all please stand and let us recognize all of you? We have an amazing team at the Arkansas Alumni Association, both with our team of staff members and then also with our national board members. We thank you so much for that. And here we are at the end of another wonderful and very special night. This evening, you have met inspiring honorees who personify the spirit of the University of Arkansas through their exceptional work, innovation, and service to Arkansas and the world. Our U of A family inspires me every day, and I hope hearing these stories inspires you as well. As we wrap the program, I have a few final reminders. Please be sure to check out the online auction and place bids by November 11th. And remember to take your awards celebration gift. There's another little perk outside. Be sure and take your celebration gift on your way out. Now, as Brian alluded to earlier, it would not be an alumni event if we didn't call the Hogs. So, if I could have our CDA recipients join us on stage. Let's come back up. John, JK, Elizabeth.
We've all had a little practice. This is brutal. That's
You know how to do this, right? Yeah, a little bit. So they have got to join you.
Okay. Oh, they have to stand up too.
Yeah.
Okay, everybody stand up. Let's go.
Okay, are we ready?
We're ready.
Let's go.
Hey, Surrey!
Hey, Surrey! Hey, Surrey! Razorbacks! Congratulations.
Thank you all again for being here. We'll see you back here next year. Have a wonderful evening. Stay safe. Good night.